Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome, dear children, to your new class, grade 5. So, we all will be studying mathematics, and this is the textbook which we'll be studying. So, let's get started. So, our lesson number 1 is Roman numerals. So, let's read the lesson together. Geeta says, "This clock doesn't have numbers, it has some symbols instead." Geeta, she looked at this clock over here and she asked her teacher that this clock, it looks different because the clock that Geeta has at her home has numbers inside it, like the clock which we see, which has 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this numbers are there in a normal clock. But in this clock over here, as it is shown in the picture, it does not have numbers, rather it has symbols inside it. So the teacher says, "Yes, Geeta, these are Roman numerals. In Europe, in the old times, Roman capital letters were used to write numbers. That is why they were called Roman numerals." So long time ago in Europe, like this, Roman capital letters were used instead of numbers. To represent the numbers, these symbols were used. So that is why they are called Roman numerals, because Romans, they used to use it in Europe. That is why they are called Roman numerals. So each symbol has a specific correspondence to a number in the mathematics. So the letter I was the symbol used for 1, V for 5, and X for 10. So this was the basic, that I stands for 1, 5 stands for, V stands for 5, and X stands for 10. So we have to memorize and remember this, that whenever we see I, it means 1. Whenever we see 5, it means, whenever we see V, it means 5, and whenever we see X, it means 10. So in this method, there was no symbol for 0. Also, the value of a symbol did not change with its place. So, but the drawback of this system was there was no symbol to represent 0 number, like how we have in our normal decimal system, where we have a 0 also. But in this Roman numeral system, there was no 0. There are certain rules for writing numbers using the Roman numerals. So there are some rules which we have to follow if we want to use Roman numerals instead of our normal numbers. Let us see how to write 1 to 20 using these rules and the symbols I, V, and X. So we are writing numbers from 1 to 10 using these rules and these symbols I, V, and X. So let's see how they are written. So rule number 1. So you just have only 4 rules and they are very simple to remember and understand. But just you have to practice sometime, then it will become very easy to write these numbers. So rule number 1. If either of the symbol I or X is written consecutively 2 or 3 times, their sum total is the number they make. So whenever I or X, whenever they are repeated, like shown over here, they are repeated, I is written 2 times, X is written 2 times, I is written 3 times. So what they are basically doing is, we have to add them. I stands for 1 and again I stands for 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So 2 is written like this. Okay, then X stands for 10, another X stands for 10. So 10 plus 10 is 20. Similarly, I. So one I stands for 1, second 1, and third 1. So we have to do addition of all 3 of them. So we get 3. So 1, 2, 3. So that is basically 1 plus 1 plus 1. So that is 3. So 3 is written like this. 3 I's are written. Okay. So this was rule number 1. Very simple. Whenever either I or X is written consecutively, we add them together. Like here, how we added X plus X. That is 10 plus 10 we give 20. So now rule number 2. Rule number 2 states that the symbols I or X can be repeated consecutively for a maximum of 3 times. So like we have repeated over here, we can repeat it maximum only 3 times. So like here we have written for 3 I. So we cannot write 4 like I. We cannot write 4 times I because it goes against the rule. So 4 is not written like this. Maximum we can repeat only 3 times I or X. And one more thing, the numeral V is never repeated consecutively. Like you will never see that two V's are together to represent 10. This is also wrong. V is only repeated once, whereas I or X can be repeated up to 3 times, not more than that. So that was rule number 2. Now we go to rule number 3. When either I or V is written on the right of the symbol of a bigger number, its value is added to the value of the bigger number. So whenever I or V is written on the right side of the symbol, so if we see over here, if we have I or V written to the right of a number, suppose we already have a number, suppose we have 10. So if I is written over here, so we write it as 10 plus 1, it will give us 11. Or suppose V is written to the right side, so if we write X and V, so that is what 10 plus 5, that will become 15. Okay, so whenever I or V is written to the right, see, this is the right of this number, this I is right of this number. On the right side, whenever it is written, we add that number. Okay, you have to remember right and left, because in the next rule, whenever it is written on the left side, what we do, we subtract. So whenever it is on the right, we add, and whenever it is on the left, we do the subtraction. Okay, now let's see how they have shown over here in the example. V and I is equal to 5 plus 1 is 6, because V stands for 5 and I stands for 1, so we get 6. Similarly, X and I, 10 plus 1, which gives 11. Similarly, X and V, 10 plus 5 gives 15. V, I. So 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. X, I, 10 plus 2. So what we are doing, if you see properly, we are adding the numbers on the right side. See, this is to the right of X, this is to the right of V, these two are to the right of this V. So this is the center number and this numbers are to the right of that number. Okay, whenever the numbers or that symbols are on the right side, we add it. Got this? This is the rule number 3. Then we move on to rule number 4. When A is written on the left of V or X, then its value is subtracted from the value. So whenever the numbers are on the left side, for example, we have this 5, which is represented by V. But if we have I on the left of this, so this will be 5 minus 1, that is 4. Okay, so if you want to write our class grade 4 name, or similarly someone want to write grade 4, one is they will write like this, or other is they can write like this also, grade 4. Okay, so see the example, I and V, 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. So whenever this number is on the left, see, I is on the left of V, see, it is like this. If you write leaving some space, this I is to the left of E. So whenever it is on the left side, we do the subtraction. Okay, got this? Let's read further. We have to think a little differently to write the numbers 14 and 19. To write 14 and 19, we have to think a bit differently. Okay, 14 is 10 plus 4 times 1. However, we do not use the symbol I consecutively more than 3 times. Hence, we shall think of the number 14 as 10 plus 4 instead. Then using the symbol IV for 4, we write 14 as X and IV. So 14 is written like this. We cannot write 14 like X 1, 2, 3, 4, because this goes against rule number 2. Rule number 2 is maximum 3 times only we can repeat. So here 1, 2, 3, we are repeating 4 times. So this is wrong. So how we will represent? We will represent 10 as it is, and 4 we have seen that we do I and V. So this is how we write 14. Similarly, when it comes to 19, 10, and similarly like this we will write for 9. So we break it down like 10 plus 4, 10 plus 9, and then we write it. Okay, so let's move further. Thus, to write the numbers from 1 to 20 in Roman numerals, we first distribute a given number into groups of 10, 5 and 1, and then apply the rules. So this is very important. You should read this statement again and see how they are doing it. We first distribute. What they are saying is, we first distribute a given number into groups of 10, 5, 1 and then apply the rules. What we are doing, if we have a bigger number, we just divide it. If it is up to 3, so then we can repeat maximum 3 times I. But if it is more than 5, so we break it down. 5 plus 1, 5 plus 2, 5 plus 7. See over here. 7 they have broken it as 5 plus 2, 1 plus 1. Similarly 12 they have broken it as 10 plus 1 plus 1. 18, 10 plus 5 plus 3. So 10 plus 1 plus 1. So X is for 10, I is for 1 and I is for 1. Similarly 7 they have broken it as 5 plus 1 plus 1. So 5 plus 1 plus 1. 18 they have broken as 10 plus 5 plus 3. So 10, 5 and this whole is for 3. Okay, got this? You read the lesson, it is very easy, and once you practice some sums, then you can get a grasp of it. Okay, now we move on to page number 2. So we have finished the lesson. Now we move on to the exercises on page number 2. So these exercises you have to do. Those you can do in the textbook, you can do that, and others, for example, question number 1 you have to do it in notebook. Question number 2 you have to do it in notebook. Okay, you have to just write these numerals in the Roman form. The numbers 1 to 20 you have to write in Roman form. Okay, and in the second one you have to represent this Roman in a decimal or international number system. So for example, we can write it as 5, this is 7 and so on. So all of these you have to do as homework. Okay, now we move on to the last paragraph of this lesson. What it's saying is that the decimal system of writing numbers. It is not easy to read or write numbers using Roman numerals. As you have seen, it is very difficult to write using this X, I, V. It is very confusing and it takes a lot of time to understand what the number is being written. So it also makes the calculation difficult. So when we have to perform addition, subtraction, it becomes very difficult. So it is not the proper way to write, but we are learning because it was one of the number system that was used. So we have learned to write numbers using the 10 digits 0 to 9. In that system, the value of a digit depends upon its place in the number. This system of writing number is called the decimal system. So the system which we have studied in the earlier classes, that 0 stands for 0, 9 stands for 9. So the number represents its value. That is called the decimal system. So that is the proper way of using number system, so that we can perform other operations also. We don't need to just represent a number, but we have to also perform some operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, etc. So mathematicians of ancient India invented the decimal system of writing numbers and began to use it. Later this system was accepted in all parts of the world because it was simple and convenient. So this decimal system is very simple and convenient. But this lesson number 1 about Roman numerals we are studying because this was also one of the methods of writing the numbers. Now we move on to our workbook and see our homework over there. Okay, on this page you have to do all this homework which you can do in the textbook, you do, and others you do it in the notebook. So this is how your workbook looks like. So you have to do homework page number 5 and page number 6. So this homework you have to do it in this book only. You don't have to copy it in the notebook. You just solve all of this in your notebook only. So we will solve few of them. For example, write the following numbers using Roman numerals. So before starting the assignment, I would request all of you to read through this so that it becomes very clear how to solve it. For example, now we have to write 10. So 10 we know it is as X. We have to write 18. So 18 is broken down as 10 plus 8. So 10 is written as X. 8 is written again broken as 5 plus 3. So 5, 1, 2, 3. So like this you have to do all of this assignment in your workbook. Okay, this was on page number 5. Now see, now let's see what's the homework on page number 6. So this is the homework on page number 6. You have to do all of this, and once you have completed your homework, take a photo of it and send it to my number. Okay, your homework is the last page from the textbook and also page number 5 and 6 from the workbook. Those sums that you have to write in notebook, complete it in the notebook, and those you can write in the textbook or workbook, write those in the textbook or workbooks. Okay, with this we finished our first lesson. Thank you.